What's up, everyone? My name is ErosTheGaymer, and this is Minecraft. Well, kind of. So, I have put off watching Minecraft Live 2024 because I was out of town. If you guys saw my last video, I said that I was going to have not a video last week, but I would have one this week, which is going to be true. But I'm still working on the video for Minecraft, for Let's Minecraft. So I figured today what we could do is I would watch Minecraft Live with you guys. Now, it's not going to be the whole thing. I'm going to watch the whole thing, and then you guys are just going to see, like, tidbits of it, basically. Um, Hopefully that makes sense. I'm just going to show you guys my reactions and how I feel about certain stuff. So I'll talk about it, I'll edit the video, yada, 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 all that stuff. So if you haven't seen Minecraft 2024, I guess watch it with me. I don't think it's going to be the whole thing. I'm not going to just do that because that seems like a lot to make you guys sit through just to see my reactions to probably a couple of different things. So, yeah, watch the whole thing yourself if you want to. Otherwise, here's my reactions to certain things that I do or don't like. I hope that makes sense. Probably doesn't. But anyway, let's do it.
Welcome to Minecraft Live 2024. We're coming to you from the home of Minecraft here at our office in Stockholm, Sweden.
I'm curious to see how this is different than the old ones, because I know they're completely redoing Minecraft Live. So I think this will be pretty interesting.
This wonderful community-made video was one of the first things I ever saw about the game.
Let's go to a place where everything is made of blocks, where the only limit is your imagination. Let's go wherever you want to go. Climb the tallest mountains.
The tallest
down to
mountains.
the darkest caves. Build anything you want. Day or night, rain or shine. Because this is the most significant sandbox you'll ever set foot in. Build a majestic castle. Invent a new machine. Or take a ride on a roller coaster. Play with friends. Build your own little community. Protect yourself with the strongest armor that you can craft. And fight off the dangers of the night. No one can tell you what you can or cannot do. With no rules to follow. This adventure, it's up to you.
Wow, that even takes me back to when I first started playing. That's fun.
That trailer really brings back memories. Minecraft Dungeons told the story of the Arch-Illager, and Minecraft Legends went back in time and let you lead mobs into battle with a piglin invasion. Today, you'll hear about some of the upcoming ways we're telling stories beyond our games. Soon, we'll get to see the world of Minecraft brought to life on the big screen, thanks to our upcoming film, a Minecraft movie. I had the opportunity to travel all the way to New Zealand and finally see the production firsthand. It's one example of how Minecraft is growing in entertainment. Earlier this year, they released the Armored Paws drop, which included the Armadillo and new Wolf variants. And the ambition is to continue to drop more feature nuggets more frequently. These more regular updates will replace the yearly summer update that you might be used to. This will also allow us to consider long-term improvements to ensure we can build Minecraft for the long run.
I like that. I think that's smart.
Our primary creative principle is that it starts with vanilla.
As
Agnes!
Jens mentioned, we in the core game team are working on drops, and today we are excited to show you two of them that we have been working on. And both of them will release within the next few months.
That's cool.
A little bit later in the show, we will, for the first time, show you a completely new drop that adds a new biome with its own unique mood.
Okay,
but before
interesting.
that, we would love to start with our next drop. It's a combination of two things many of you have been wishing for. It's hardcore mode in Bedrock and bundles. And we call it Bundles of Bravery. And we have two
Okay, that's
amazing,
cute.
clever team members that will show more.
Hardcore mode in Bedrock. I know they've been trying to do that for a while.
Is your traditional Minecraft experience, except with one life to live. Everything is new, everything is dangerous, but now your entire playthrough, everything is dangerous all the time.
Now I'm gonna have
And
to
that
do a
adds to
hardcore
the level of
challenge.
excitement that you have for everything that you do. But your experience is always going to be unique and very different because that one life to live changes the entire way that you play.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for you to try hardcore mode, and maybe you'll feel a little safer if you're able to bring those extra items with you in the new bundles.
When we first came up with the idea for the bundle, we wanted to make sure it was actually going to be useful. So we watched a whole lot of streams of players playing survival Minecraft. We waited until they opened their inventory and then we took a screenshot. Then we went through
That's
all
cool.
these screenshots and we said, what could this player do if they had a bundle? What we found is that most people would be able to free up 8 inventory slots or more, which gave them a lot of room to carry more of anything they wanted.
I guess that's fair if you're just
The
exploring.
main advantage of using a bundle is that you can go out for longer. If you're going out on your first adventure, you can pack things into a bundle and have a lot more space in your inventory before it
Yeah,
fills up and you have
That's
to come
true,
home
because
again.
those little odds and ends that you want to hold on
There are
to,
a lot
but
of
you don't always have
creative ways
space
to use
for.
bundles as well. You could create a gift for your friend, dye a bundle in their favorite color, and
Oh, that's
give
cute.
it to them with their favorite items inside. Bundles are also an interesting roleplay item, or it could be used in storytelling. The idea of having a little bag is just kind of inherently cute and fun.
I like that. Alright, I like that concept. Villager news.
Breaking news! We interrupt this Minecraft Live broadcast for a special report. There's been a monster sighting. Here's villager number 9. Thanks, number 5. Villager number 15 here says there's a monstrous creature right there in those woods. So, number 15, have you ever lied on the news before? What? I'm not lying. I was with my group and the monster, it got all of them. They're all gone. Maybe they just don't like you. You know, because of all the lies. What?
Maybe they
That's
just don't like
ridiculous.
you.
I'm all right to put an end to these clear fabrications. I'm gonna go into the spooky forest and prove there's no monster. All right, let's go.
Oh, you're heading into the woods. Very well, but I must warn you. Those who enter there never return here.
What? Why not?
Oh, no, this is just the entrance, darling. The exit's over there.
All right, come on. Everybody keep their eyes peeled for monsters. Of course, we know there's no such thing. What about zombies? Or skeletons? Or
Steve! They're like, Steve's clearly a
I
monster.
couldn't see it clearly. It was behind a tree. Convenient. Hey, wait. Does anyone feel like we're being watched? I hope so. We need the ratings. Did anybody hear that? Hear what? The creaking. I'd say it was more of a crunching. Hey, wait. Where's villager number 31? Is that XP? Ah! The monster got him! Oh no! It's happening again! No, that could have been anybody's XP. And emeralds. And sign that says, I'm villager number 31, help me, I'm being attacked by a monster. It's circumstantial at best. Let's move on.
It's circumstantial
Yeah,
at best.
That does make sense.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm convinced. Let's keep going. I thought he said there were monsters. Yeah, where's the monster? All right, we've been here for a while and we haven't seen any monsters. Yeah, we should make our way back. Which way was that again? Oh no, we're lost! What? No! Does anyone know the way back? Villager
Who has the
47
coordinates?
will know. He's a cartographer. Where's villager number 47? Hey, someone left a map in all this XP. Maybe there is a monster. There's no monster. Who said that? It's gonna get us! Villager number 5! It appears that a wave of hysteria has afflicted the group! I stand by the notion that there are no monsters in the woods! But the cameraman and I are going to run away now for unrelated reasons! Goodbye! Huh? Hey, what's behind that tree? Oh no, villager number 9! Villager number 9, are you there? Is anybody there? I guess we'll never know what caused this tragic chain of events. But it definitely wasn't a monster. Ah, well. Sorry for interrupting the show. Now back to Minecraft Live!
Okay. Villager news.
We thought a lot about what kind of movie to do, and we chose live action
Oh, that's
Because
kind of
it's not
cool.
something that's been seen
It actually
before
looks
on
really
this
neat
scale.
from this
Creators
like
have made
little
such
snippets.
amazing stories.
Everything is cubic, like everything is blocks.
We had just an absolutely amazing crew. Of
Looks really
talented
cool.
artists.
We've always said that Steve isn't really a character. Like, Steve is what you make him, right?
Yeah.
And we've all embodied Steve and been Steve and done different things. So our Steve in this movie is Jack Black.
He's such a huge fan of the game. After a long day of shooting, he was up into the wee hours of the night playing. It was so funny because he would show up and be like, oh, dude, it's my day. We got to try this thing, dude. You know, some build that he did or something gnarly that happened to him. He just loves the idea that he's able to bring his version of Steve to life.
I love his imitation of Jack Black.
When the game came out, there wasn't a recipe book. I remember when we were trying to figure out the size of the block that you break itself. Like when Steve holds a block, it's like this big, and there we actually found out that going 1 meter by 1 meter, which is like 3 feet by 3 feet, is actually too big. So we scaled it down, and the scale's like 60 centimeters cubed, which is 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet, and then in the background and maybe in the foreground, we sometimes scaled it down a little bit, but we would always honor powers of 2 because we're programmers and we like powers of 2.
We had to honor what you experience in the game, but also make it work for human scale for our different characters that are manipulating
All right, that's fair.
the environment and the world. And
All right, that'd be interesting. Oh, it's so cute.
The filmmakers
I
are
want
still
one.
hard at work and collaborating closely with us at Mojang, as well as listening to the community to continue to shape and craft the film.
Not
in
by
a
the
way
looks
that's
of it, they're
fresh
not
and
still
new,
working
but
on it.
still
They're just
authentic
editing,
to
if
the
anything
spirit
now.
of the game.
They literally showed a
Look for
clip of them
more
saying that's a
exciting
wrap. They're
updates
done
soon.
recording. Sorry, I'm being critical.
Do you want to adventure through Minecraft biomes in real life? You
Yeah.
may have your chance with Minecraft Experience Villager Rescue, our first real-world immersive experience where you'll get to journey through a Minecraft adventure in real life. Let's take a behind-the-scenes look before it debuts in Dallas this October and spawning in cities near you in the future.
Sounds like something you'd find at Meow Wolf.
Premise of Minecraft Experience. First thing is authenticity. Our goal is to make sure that it is truly authentic for all of you folks. The second thing is
Okay, that's cool.
defining a new lens from which you can interact with the game, with the IP, with the brand.
This is the story of a village attacked by zombies, and it's your quest to go out and save them. We have 17-foot projection walls that we can interact with throughout, which allows us to do things like fight our mobs, chop down trees, collect those resources, everything that you do in the game, only this time you've stepped inside it. This is
Okay,
an
that's pretty cool.
experience where you're gonna see, feel, and hear what it's like to be in Minecraft. World premiere is in Dallas-Fort Worth, and then we'll see where we go. Head to the website and tell us where you want to see the Minecraft experience.
I mean,
And now it's
that's
time
pretty
to
cool.
reveal our complete
Okay, hold on a second, Agnes. That's really interesting. I'm not going to be in Texas until March, though. So we'll see. I guess maybe it'll give him some time to work out some bugs. But hopefully I can experience that. That's really cool. Okay, go back, Agnes. One more time.
And now it's time to reveal our completely new drop, releasing in a few months. The team has been really excited about the idea of adding a new biome, and we created one with its own unique mood and identity. During daytime, it's
Dead?
quiet, like almost serene in the new Pale Garden.
The Pale Garden.
While you might feel calm walking around in this forest, there's also an eerie mood.
Looks dead.
Something isn't quite right. Then, when darkness falls, you indeed feel another side of this place. Like the hanging moss shifts from being pretty to really spooky, and you realize that you're not alone. There's something lurking in the shadows.
So everything about this biome feels unfamiliar, and this is by design. We want you to feel a bit curious and scared, like, what is this place? Why is it so different from everything else? What we needed for the biome is to have like a low visibility, and we've created the pale hanging moss for this. This really inhibits like how much you can see and how
It's
far
cool
you can
looking
see,
moss.
but you can still walk through
It's like the
it.
vines, but they're
So
very thick.
You're traversing through the forest, and you're like trying to find everything, but you don't know what will be behind the hanging moss.
Yeah, it gives you kind of a strange feeling when you enter. It's unnaturally quiet and a feeling of something weird's going on here.
I really like the ambiance of the new biome. It invokes really those eerie and spooky feelings.
Yes, eerie indeed. And turns out there actually is something lurking in the shadows. The creaking.
The creaking?
It's our first tree-like creature, and it's almost like it's camouflaging in the pale garden. And when it's dark at night, it's kind of hard to see it except those like emissive eyes.
Yeah, and it also interacts with those trees, which is super fun.
Yeah, there's a special new block that it has a connection to.
When you approach the creaking, you can actually realize that it doesn't take any damage, and when you try to hit it, it points you somewhere in the canopies. That's where basically the creaking heart is, and that's what controls the mob.
The creaking heart?
One of the main themes
Okay, that's pretty
of
cool.
the Pale Garden and its inhabitants is that there's a lot of contrast from the rest of the world. So when we made the creaking, we also wanted it to feel unfamiliar and different from other mobs, which is why we made it more asymmetric, to really go on this point of like being different from
So it doesn't
else.
move if you're looking at it? Oh my god, they're
creaking
like...
doesn't exist on its own. It's more of like a puppet of the new block, the creaking heart.
So the creaking heart and its creaking puppet really comes with a new combat challenge or combat mechanic, both in the way that you need to destroy the heart block to actually kill the creaking, and also, of course, that the creaking only moves when you look away.
Okay,
So
that's creepy.
Don't blink.
Don't blink. Of course you would say
I
don't
really
blink.
like the sandboxiness of the creaking heart. So if
It's
I
like
use
a-
touch, you obtain it, and then you can place it anywhere you want in the Minecraft world.
Ooh.
So if you want to be as evil as the creaking heart itself, you can place it and make your friends really terrified.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So it's like a
To
weeping angel
embrace
mob, pretty
the
much.
quietness of Minecraft, we
That's
added
cool.
ambient sounds for this biome that only plays during the night, that comes from the blocks that surrounds you, that will make an even more creepier experience for the player. And to do that, you need to play with the silence and the contrast of the silence and the sounds.
Oh, I hate
So
that.
to make creaking, I gathered a lot of creaky stuff that will make creaky sounds. Obviously, the biggest thing would be to gather wood and twigs and stuff like that, dead leaves, to get rustling and creaking. But I also recorded salty sticks, the Swedish snack. I think it's Swedish. And one of the biggest part actually of the sound is my table creaking, dragging against the floor, and also a chair. I also recorded teeth. It sounds a bit like bones, maybe, when the mob is walking. So it's.
What do you mean by teeth? Oh, okay.
I love how he's like, did you collect teeth for this?
The biome very gray to give this very eerie feeling, right? And with these gray tones, a very fitting new wood set was going to be
The
a
pale
white colored
oak.
wood set, and this is something that players have wanted for a long time.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, I'm super excited for the pale oak wood set, especially that in a lot of places people paint their fences white, for example, for a white picket fence, and that will be exciting for a lot of players to actually represent themselves.
Because we've
And
had
then we
pine,
have
which was
the
very
hanging moss.
plain, but it was like
And you can
yellow.
bone meal it, so it's renewable. And so I think like just bringing it as well, and maybe put it in a greenhouse where things hang from the roof, or like a wild garden.
That's cool. I like more plants. More plants in
like
Minecraft
that
is
would be
always
really
cool.
fun to build with it, I think.
Yeah, and it's also a really unique carpet moss because it also spreads all over the sides of the blocks. So,
Oh, that's
and
cool.
That also looks really great.
That's a really
we
cool
look for a lot of
effect.
inspiration, so we've looked at all these kind of different forests all over the world. A tree that stood out was like the willow tree, like because it's very hanging. There's a lot of like drapery, and it feels
That's cool.
Very eerie. Then we looked at like Spanish moss.
Yeah.
This was like the inspiration.
I thought
for
that was
the,
going to be it.
hanging moss that we've used in the biome eventually, because this gives this like drapey feeling without being willow trees, and it was a little bit more versatile and flexible to use in the biome, and could also be used as like building blocks.
That's cool. I do like the hanging moss because it does remind me of Spanish moss.
We are super excited to see what you do with these new features and the new game drop.
We want to create connections between features because the Minecraft world is an ecosystem, and we really want it to feel like that. And the creaking heart and its puppet creaking, it really has a new way of creating this kind of connection. So it's going to be really fun to see you all experiencing it. And it's actually coming to snapshots, previews, and betas very soon. So soon you can all try it out.
Cool. I guess that means I'm going to have to make a video.
Villager number 9 here. Sorry for interrupting again, but villager number 15 and I have just escaped from the spooky forest. And I'd just like to state, like I said earlier, that I was right. There is in fact a monster in the woods that looks like wood and sounds like wood. What? That's a lie. You didn't believe that at all. Many didn't believe me. But in my heroic foray into the spooky forest, I, villager number 9, single-handedly discovered the creature that I shall now name the Crunching. It's called a creaking. It literally just said its name. Maybe I should go into monster hunting. I'm clearly very good at it. Villager number 9, Monster Hunter. It's got a nice ring to it. Well, sorry to interrupt the show again. Now back to Minecraft.
Stick around with us for the first ever playthrough of the Pale Garden in our after show, starting in just a few moments. Our developers will take us on a deeper dive through the new game drop as we bravely explore this new biome together. These new game drops can be played in betas and snapshots soon and will release to everyone in the next few months.
Okay,
We
pretty
hope
cool.
you're as excited as us about everything happening in the world of Minecraft. Minecraft wouldn't be what it is today without all of you. From all of us at Mojang Studios, a huge thank you.
All right, so that's Minecraft Live. I guess, yeah, if they're going to do it basically every 6 months, then yeah, that's going to be the last one for the year, basically. That's interesting. I like the concept of more frequent drops instead of like one great big one for a couple of reasons. I think number one, I think it'll be good for people to have more continuous updates. I think it'll keep interest in the game, so people are less likely to have those like burnouts like I have, like pretty much a lot of people have had with Minecraft, where it's like you do so much and then that next great big update comes up and it's like, God, do I want to start a new world? I just did this, I just did that. You know, if the updates are a little bit more continuous, maybe you can just keep updating your old world and it'll keep kind of some of that desire to keep going with it. I like that. I think it's going to be good that they're doing that. It also means that people are going to be less likely to be like, oh, this is going to be such a big update. I bet they're going to do this, and these 100 other things that they've said nothing about. I bet they're going to do that too. And it's like, I've always been annoyed at people that take that approach because it's like they haven't said anything about that. They haven't even touched on it. Why are you assuming that they're going to be doing this? You know, I'm sure they're still going to have occasionally some updates that are bigger than others, but, you know, not every update's got to be huge. I kind of like the idea that there'll be more constant tweaks and updates and, you know, with actual content that you can play with and interact, you know. I like that idea. I think it's going to be cool. As far as this one specifically, they obviously the big updates, the creaking. What was I guess it didn't stand out that well in my mind. There was another one that they talked about that was like even sooner. Maybe not. Maybe my brain's just tripping on things. As far as like the creaking and what did they call it? The gray garden or something like that? Sorry, my brain's processing a lot right now. So, it's cool. That's a cool concept for a mob because all of the other mobs are like they just chase after you kind of no matter what, whether you see them or not. So to have something like that that like really just creeps along and like it's creepy. It's gonna add a really I think it's gonna be a pretty fun like creepy element. I think it's interesting that like the shape of it reminds me a little bit of the Warden with like those ear things that it has, like the antennas on the side of the head, which I mean I guess are just pieces of moss or whatever. It's really interesting. I'm curious to see. I wonder. I'm guessing you don't get well, you can't kill the creaking mob. You can just kill the heart. I'm curious to see how people make use of that mechanic. That's going to be a really interesting concept for a mob too. Like essentially a infinitely renewable mob, but there's only one heart. It's almost like it's a portable spawner, but you don't get. It's interesting. It's very interesting. My brain's going through a lot of different thoughts about it right now. But I'm excited to see it come out in previews. That's going to motivate me to make an occasional preview video if I can find the time for it, so I don't overwhelm myself. It's going to be really cool, though. It says that it's going to be out soon, so might be making a preview video really soon. Keep your eyes out, I guess. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. You know, what are you looking forward to? What are you not so happy about? Yeah, and as always, thank you guys for coming along with me. If you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. Make sure you comment your favorite part, and share the video with somebody else so they can come along with us too. And until next time, peace and love, everybody. Bye-bye.